Good morning and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Taylor. I am a believer, a mother, and a wife as well. If you have been following along, welcome back. I am just gonna get straight into it. I am in need of a rebrand and I think I'm almost there. I took some time to kind of think about what it was I wanted to show on my YouTube channel. To just give a quick backstory, I genuinely felt like I was called to be a YouTuber, but it needed to be in a way where I was providing substance. That way you as a viewer were walking away with something that you could apply to your own life. I was looking back at some of the videos that I've made in the past and you could definitely tell that I was just kind of creating things on a whim. I was going through my day, but I wasn't really stopping and sharing some godly realizations that I typically get, anything that I was reading in my Bible. I just wasn't taking the time to share anything about my marriage that, you as a woman who is either engaged, thinking of marriage, or is already married, who's around my age, could apply to your own marriage. And it's really just me sharing my experiences. I'm no expert. I'm not telling you what's right, what's wrong, what's better, what's best. But essentially, I want to have a platform to where you as someone who is watching me, you're able to walk away with something that you can apply towards your own life, whether it's a lesson that I'm sharing, a mistake that I made, or just simply an experience that I had that maybe you're just interested in wanting to know more about and I'm able to just share it. And so I don't know, I just wasn't satisfied with what my past videos were showing. And so if you haven't noticed, I took them off of my page and I'm pretty much starting fresh. So this is kind of officially my first vlog. With the vlogging, I'm trying to also figure out if I'm wanting to do daily vlogs or if I'm doing weekly vlogs or 2-day vlogs, 4-day vlogs. I just don't know yet. Part of me feels like I can do daily vlogs, but I was running into the whole thing of like, you're in a season of mundane right now and your day doesn't look fun every day. And another thing that I have learned is that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're doing something for the day or if you're not doing anything for the day. It's kind of just what it is that you're providing in your video that a viewer can walk away with. And that's a successful video regardless. I'm just still learning, and this is also me just openly sharing that I'm still learning. And I'm just wanting to scratch this itch I have been getting for so long. I genuinely feel like I have the experiences, I have the realizations that I can share that another girl may be feeling, maybe going through, or maybe not even know how to put the verbiage together to even say that this is exactly what she's feeling. And so I genuinely feel like that is just why I am here. So I say all that to say I'm going to just call this a daily vlog. It is going to be a little slight day in the life. So that was my slight introduction. I, for the most part, am ready to get my day started. I've been up since about 8:15 a.m. I did do my devotion for a good 45 minutes. Then I decided to get up, get myself together. My goal was to be downstairs by 10 a.m., have breakfast together, and my coffee made. But it is 10:31, so I'm not too late. Of course, every morning must start with a cup of coffee and my Chobani creamer. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Chobani. Sorry, that's not what that really means. Another thing I'm trying to really get into more seriously is my coffee making. I love coffee, but I am not a coffee connoisseur. Some California Farms almond milk. Just heard my daughter. My morning mommy time is slowly coming to an end. And let's just take a moment with the coffee. I literally feel like a good day is coming. But no, all seriousness though, I really want to get more serious with my coffee. Like, I love coffee. I drink coffee every single day, more than once a day. I think I want to begin learning where different beans come from, how they're made, how they're grounded, like what makes a coffee premium roast, things like that. I also want to get an espresso machine. Honey, if you're watching this, you know what to do. A little bit of today's task, and it is a rest day for me. I have been going to the gym still. It's still very new for me to get out there and work out on my own and try to figure out what I want as far as like goals for my body. I did say that there's like a certain number that I'm trying to reach by my birthday, and I'm like not even close. I probably am close, but I need to get a scale here at the house so I can kind of keep track of my body weight. I have changed how I eat completely. I did a whole 360 on the foods that I eat. I'm snacking maybe I'm not gonna talk about my snacking habits because they have not changed. But that does not affect my weight, nor does it affect how I am handling my body and my healthy habits. I'm just finally beginning to pour into myself. I can finally begin pouring into myself the ways that I want to. And so I really wanna get involved in passion projects. And I would love to pick up biking as a hobby. I wanna begin collecting plants and really learning about plants, different house plants, outside plants. Like I wanna garden. These are things that I used to do in my past life. I used to garden in my dad's house. I used to be in pottery class, and I was in a pottery club also in college during my sophomore year. Like these are things that I used to really be involved in, and I used to love it. And I can't wait to get back to that. That is just my quick little spiel on what I want to now do for myself. A thing that I was saying upstairs was I think God gave me this season of mundane right now, the season of just nothingness. It feels like nothing is going on. That is like the time I can begin prepping for the next season of those things that I want to do. To the enhancing of a woman. We have now made it to the time of day where both girls are down for naps. It's finally began to snow in North Carolina. Being from the Midwest, we would have seen snow back in November. So seeing it now this late in the winter season is very mind-blowing to me. I don't think it's gonna stick though. Nevertheless, I love seeing it. It's just sort of calmness that is laid on this house today, and I love it. This is my third cup of coffee for the day, second one on camera. It's something about sipping coffee as you hear snowflakes hit the house, the lights are off, the kids are asleep, even my husband is taking a nap right now. That just brings a level of peace. This is also the time that I'm able to sit down and debrief a little bit. I feel like I've been on my feet and up since I woke up this morning. After we had breakfast, I was up walking around on the phone with my mom. My husband came home, put the groceries up, ended up prepping for dinner. Tonight we are having roasted salmon. I think he's gonna grill it. I think we're doing smoked. Yeah, we're having smoked salmon, mashed potatoes, and some string green beans. I just love how we've been eating. I keep saying that because it just makes me so happy. It just feels really good to sit down right now. Sat in a lot of silence today. And I think I really needed to do that. Had a little slight praise break in between. We watched a sermon from the church of 2819.
Hi, Mommy. I'm cold.
Yeah, it was cold outside, wasn't it? Now warm your hands up.
Whoa! Whoa! That is
I'm cold.
oh.
Bible says, where a woman is warmeth. Nah, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
Okay, so like I was saying, we ended up watching a sermon from the church. It was a great sermon. It was basically about not having worry or having anxiety for tomorrow, because today is sufficient enough with its own anxieties and its own worries. And it was such a touching lesson because not only was it the perfect timing, as of lately, I have been finding myself really trying to plan so ahead in the far future, just trying to pretty much see things that I physically and humanly cannot. I just had to be reminded constantly that just taking it one day at a time is where I am. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and close out the vlog right here. Today was such a relaxing day. It's so crazy how after, I'll just say a few days leading up to this day, my mind has just been feeling so chaotic and my thoughts are just everywhere and my feelings aren't controlled and my heart is so hardened. I mean, it's just been a lot that I've been feeling, and it's even more interesting because I was pretty much at my wit's end last night. And I told this to my husband. I had felt this like wave of peace over my heart. in the car. Like I literally felt it when I was on my way to the store, to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, please let me feel that feeling again, Lord. Like it happened so fast. But if you felt that feeling before, you know what I'm talking about. It just feels like a wave of everything's gonna be okay. And that's what I felt. Funny because I come back home and I told my husband that I felt that feeling, and just for him to say that he had said a prayer, that God just softens my heart. He just gets me through what I'm feeling. And when I tell you, I was like, okay, God, that little sprinkle of just knowing that he is there, which I know he's there. It's just having faith can be one of the most challenging things as a Christian. I've come face to face with this ledge so many times, this ledge of if I'm gonna jump off and fall into God's hands and grace. Trust myself enough, if anything, to even jump off this ledge and know that I'm gonna be caught in God's hands and grace. I think back to the story of how we even got to Charlotte, how we had to leave our home in Philly and just leave Philly in general because it could no longer sustain us as a family, and we needed more with our growing family specifically. And so we moved to Charlotte with not only no job, but no house. And so the first full month we were here, we lived in 2 hotels, maybe 3, and then stayed in 3 Airbnbs the entire month. Our very first month we moved here, just for God to hand us a home and a job. And it's like that moment right there that I had to go back and remind myself that happened. Not only did I continue praying that God give us a home and a job, but God also just sustained us while we don't know if we ever will get a home or a job. And he did. I am just going through a rebrand. Like I said earlier, I am wanting to share my life experiences, that I've had with God, in my marriage, with my kids. This is what I was called to do. And it doesn't sound crazy to say. It's taken me so long, I feel like, to get to this point in my life where I not only had the confidence, but I'm able to fully embrace my confidence in my Christianity, in motherhood, and being a wife. I'm just to the point in my life where I am ready to share that. I'm so ready to share it. I genuinely feel like a woman out there will take from it and apply it to their own life, whether she's my age, younger or older, and we'll just go from there. I know every woman is on a journey, and I'm currently on mine. I'm on my journey to learn how to take care of myself as a mom, as a wife, as a person, learn how to pour into me. I'm learning my passions, I'm learning my hobbies. I'm learning what it means to take care of myself. Come along with me as we go on this journey together. Just figuring life out as a 27-year-old mama of 2, married. So until next time, see ya.